What's up guys, and welcome back to another episode of the Realistic Career Mode. This is episode number 4, and we start today's episode off on the back of our big win over Newcastle with Coleman, club captain, saying, "Gaffer, really sorry to be having a conversation, my contract's nearly up, and I've got to think about what's best for my future. If I have to leave, I will." Yep, Coleman, contract at the end of the season, but this year, of course, we've been playing Nathan Patterson at right back due to Scott being far younger with more potential as well. Coleman is now down to 73 overall, and whilst he's been at Everton since, I believe, 2009, it's been over a decade at Goodison for the Irish right back. It remains one of the best investments, if you will, ever. In I believe modern day Premier League, if you can count 2009 as modern day. I think they spent about £50,000 on Coleman. Yeah, I think they got a solid return on investment there, no doubt about it. So yeah, Coleman came in for a ridiculously cheap transfer fee. They barely spent a penny on the guy, and well, the years of service he's given Everton, I think they certainly got their money's worth. No doubt about that. Having said that, Coleman out of contract come the end of the season, and I personally believe that Everton should look to move on. Obviously, Jordan Pickford now wears the armband in the games where Coleman doesn't start, and to me, I personally believe that with Everton apparently about to make the decision where Sean Dyche will now take over as manager. Obviously, the past few days it have been Bielsa or Dyche, one of the two. It seems as though, from what I've read today, obviously you'll be watching this video in the morning, what I've seen today on the 27th of January, Dyche looks set to take over at Goodison Park. I said I personally believe that's the right choice as well for Everton. I really do believe that. I think Bielsa started play coming in mid-season with this squad. I don't think it would work, if I'm being totally honest here. Bielsa's a quality manager, don't get me wrong. He'll always be loved by the Leeds fans, what he was able to do there at Ellen Road. But I personally believe a long-term plan with Sean Dyche, who had years and years at Burnley, who dragged them into a Europa League qualifier, a 7th place finish in the Premier League, a very small budget, but maintained a core. That's exactly what Everton need. Sean Dyche is the manager that Everton need, you know, honestly. It's a long-term plan. You know, they've had a different manager practically every single season for the past 8 years. They need a long-term plan, and I think they can have that with Sean Dyche. If he could do what he did with Burnley, with Everton's financial situation right now, you know, on a shoestring budget at Turf Moor, no reason he can't do that at Goodison Park. So yeah, I personally believe this is an excellent choice and a really exciting time for Everton when he does take over, with the possibility of building a proper core at Goodison and a team that they can sort of gel together over many, many years. Hopefully can get some stability in the Premier League and try and push on from there. Anyway, first game, lost Spurs 2-0. Second game, hilarious. Now, who says FIFA's not realistic, right? Game finished with 1-1. Alex Iwobi rescues a point right at the end, and then the lights go out on Molineux. Yep. If you watched the FA Cup replay between Wolves and Liverpool very recently, you would have seen that the lights went out very briefly at Molineux. I thought that was very fitting there, happened in the game as well. But Alex Iwobi scores a stoppage time leveller to ensure we get a point there away against Wolverhampton Wanderers. Will certainly take that. But heading into December, you see our fixture on the back of the loss to Spurs and the draw at Wolves. These are some big games coming here, you know, approaching the halfway point of the season. Obviously, we're out DCL right now, going down with a 4-week injury, so we're a little bit light up top, little bit concerning. As we know, Danjuma, we can't use him. Again, as I said in the last episode, I'll try and swap him to Spurs in January. If I can't do that, I will release him. But yeah, heading into this game here against Crystal Palace, a little bit worried. I was thinking, where are the goals going to come from, man? Iwobi got a goal there. I started him centre forward in that last game there, change of formation. In this game, sorry, I almost did it again. Can I just call him Aaron Gordon from now on? You know who I'm referencing, Anthony Gordon. Yeah, not the Denver Nuggets player, but the Everton player makes it 1-0. Anthony Gordon, with a great leap on him, makes it 1-0. Toffees take the lead right before the break, and really, I should have won this game by a few more goals, really. I had far more chance than the Crystal Palace, and obviously you remember last season, this was the fixture where Everton guaranteed their survival here at Goodison. It was a famous night. They were 2-0 down, and then they won it 3-2 in the second half. Really amazing comeback there. Obviously, Frank Lampard saying it was one of the best nights of his career. It was an incredible turnaround, you know, no doubt about it. This game, not quite as dramatic, but the same result. A 1-0 victory will certainly take, because again, these fixtures are going to be crucial here. Approaching the halfway point in the season. Our form all season long has been really inconsistent. We go into every game thinking, Well, I don't know if we're going to win this game, draw this game, or lose this game. At this point, it's pot luck. No one really knows. So if we can pick up some points between now and the halfway point of the season, then we can hopefully kick on from there and try and gain a bit of stability, bit of momentum, try and get a little bit more consistent, because we all know consistency is king. If you want to do anything in a long season, you got to be consistent, you know, and right now, we're not that far clear of the drop zone. And whilst, you know, at the moment, we're okay. We haven't been in the bottom three really all season long, but we're not that far clear. And the teams in the bottom three, as you would have seen a moment ago there with the league table, they are beginning to, you know, finally put some points on the board. You know, we saw very recently that there had been no wins for all three of those teams. Now they are starting to pick up a win or two, and we are starting to see some points on the board for them. So, you know, we're certainly looking over our shoulders now, and whilst we have been at the bottom three all season long, no, we're not even the halfway point yet. It's a long way to go. We need to get some form going. So following game, away from home, taking on Aston Villa at Villa Park. Big game here against Unai Emery's side, taken over from Steven Gerrard, of course. Heading into the game, well, it was a really tough one. We were 2-0 down early, and whilst we did get a goal back for a fantastic build-up, it was one of the best goals I've scored in this save. Probably the best goal I've scored in this save. Amadou Onana finishing off a brilliant team move. That was glorious there. Unfortunately, in the end, it proved to be nothing other than a glimmer of hope as Villa turned it on in the second half. Yep, restored their 2-goal cushion right after restarting. And Danny Ings, now the West Ham forward, making it 4-1 and giving them a free goal lead. Yeah, Ings with the goal, but really this was the Leon Bailey show in this game. Yes, Danny Ings got a goal, but really Leon Bailey just absolutely tore me apart in this game. He's so quick, this guy. I mean, he really is absolutely rapid, and every single time he came forward, I just felt, yeah, he's going to score here. And he got 3 in the end in the match ball as well. Tore me apart in this game. Such a good young player. He's only 25, Leon Bailey, as well. Seems like he'd be so much older than that after bursting on the scene all those days ago back in Belgium. But anyway, Coleman says here to me after the game, I thought it was hilarious here, that, you know, I love it here. I've been really enjoying my football, and I'd like to settle things for the future. And I was like, Seamus, didn't you just, like, you know, ask what's going on? And now after wage demands, he requested a transfer. Before that, well, I can't give you a new contract because you've just requested a transfer. So, what do you want me to do, mate? Like, my hands are tied and you tied them for me. Come on, man, seriously. So, the player conversations, man, they really do need a revamp, don't they? I mean, that's ridiculous. You request a transfer and then, like, a week later, you're like, well, what's going on? You're going to give me a new contract? No, you submitted a transfer request. What do you want me to do now? So anyway, yeah, you would have seen those bids there from the Saints and also Feyenoord as well. Turned them both down. However, you'd see I accepted the third time asking. Now, the plan was to keep him until the end of the season and not sell the club captain in January. But because he has already requested a transfer and the board have also come to me saying what's going on with Seamus Coleman, I thought, you know what? You know, if he wants out, I'll sell him now. Yes, he's our club captain. If he wants out, he's barely played the season. Fine, I'll sell him in January and give in to his desires. So I thought the third bill was really realistic. Now, Seamus Coleman is a Celtic fan, and, you know, for years there's been speculation that he might well end his career at Celtic Park. So when that bid come in, I didn't even need to think about it. Yeah, Seamus Coleman wanted by Celtic, and Southampton not beyond the realms of possibility, of course. A nice seasoned pro to help, you know, give some good experience to the young players. I could see that happening. Feyenoord, probably not. But Celtic probably the most realistic club there is, you know, to put a transfer offer in for Seamus Coleman or offer him a chance to play his final years there. Again, being a boyhood Celtic fan. So, yeah, for Coleman, he's going to get that dream move to Celtic Park, or so it appears, and that will most likely go through in January. So, following that, on the back of loss to West Ham, back-to-back defeats, Jordan Pickford coming to me saying, you know, what's going on, Gaffer? Not really feeling confident right now. And I said, Jordan, mate, you're the captain now, so you sort it out, you know. So, yeah, no doubt about it. I think Coleman, this is going to be his final game for the club here, starting away at Stamford Bridge in West London against Graham Potter's Chelsea. Headed into the game, really not expecting much, but I had a couple of golden chances inside the first quarter of an hour to take the lead. Kepa with a brilliant double save, keeping it a 0-0. And I went at Chelsea in the early stages. You would have seen my lineup for the game. I played 5-3-2 or 5-4-1, I think it was, for the game. Yeah, 5-4-1. But I went at Chelsea in the early stages. I really went at them. And in the first half, I thought I was doing all right. I was playing okay. Chelsea hadn't breached me at all until the one chance they got. And isn't it typical? The one chance they get, the one chance they take. Yep, Hakim Ziyech sent through 1-0 with Pickford, and it's the coolest little chip over our, well, soon-to-be official club captain as he makes it 1-0. Yep, Ziyech with the goal. And once Chelsea got the opener, that kind of knocked the stuffing out of me. How he held on to a 0-0 scoreline going into the break. You never know, could have nicked a win in this game, or at least got a point in the end, lost the game by 2-0. Yep, Raheem Sterling rounds Jordan Pickford in the second half, and I've got to be honest here, I never see this. I never see the AI round a goalkeeper. That's the first time I've seen that, and I kid you not, in years. I don't remember the last time I've seen a player round a goalkeeper. I really hope EA add a trait into players, certain players, like a round a goalkeeper trait like you have in Football Manager, because it's really cool, I've got to be honest here. Even so, it was a 2-0 loss. Big defeat there. And no doubt about it, the alarm bells flashing. Another big loss for Everton. Really poor run of form, just 5 wins in 18. And whilst we are still 6 clear of Brentford in 18th place, yeah, it's only 1 game away to the halfway point, and there's a long way to go. But that will end today's episode of the Realistic Criminal, guys. Big fan of watching. Hope you have enjoyed. If you haven't, like, much love to you all. Have a fantastic day, and I will see you for the next episode of the Realistic Career Mode with the January transfer window about to open very soon.